Times Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is December the 8th, 2020, and we're going to be talking about some WWE Monday Night Raw. Because we got some matches for TLC, we got the women's tag team titles will be on the line. What else on Raw? I don't remember all of them. Oh yeah, The Fiend and Randy Orton will be versing each other. And I think that's it. And the other two was the SmackDowns. And there's a WWE Championship, and it was official. The stipulation for the WWE Championship match will be a TLC match. Before I forget to say this, but ladies and gentlemen, I want to say congrats to Becky Lynch, the man, and the Messiah, Seth Rollins, because Becky had birth on the weekend. I think it was on the weekend. She had a baby girl, and ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to both Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. Congrats. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got Monday Night Raw to talk about, and ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent show. I enjoyed it, but let's get to it. So, the big segment, there was no big segment, but the big segment was the beginning of Monday Night Raw. And it was Randy Orton. I thought he was going to the Fun House, but I guess he's not. He went to the ring and said a whole bunch of words. And then Bray Wyatt in his Firefly Fun House, and he says he wants to play a game. And ladies and gentlemen, the prizes was a hammer that has an X on it, and the dead body of the frog, puppet frog. It's not an actual dead body, so YouTube, don't hate me. But ladies and gentlemen, both contestants, the pig, Rattling Rabbit, and Mercy the Buzzard, got the answers wrong. But ladies and gentlemen, Randy Orton says he wants to play games. Let's play a game. He wants a match with Bray Wyatt, and he says he's going to worry about The Fiend at TLC. So, two different guys, but he wants Bray Wyatt, and Bray Wyatt accepted it, so that will be our main event tonight, for last night. Then we had the one half of the women's tag team champions will be versing one half of their opponents for TLC, the Raw, Shayna Baszler versus Asuka. And of course, Lana got herself distracting Nia and Shayna. Nia tried to put Lana into the table, but no, Lana ran away and Nia went over the top. I think went over the announce table. So she got out of the harm's way. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Asuka. Ladies and gentlemen, and then we had a mixed tag team match. We had Ricochet and Dana Brooke versus Retribution, Slapjack and Reckoning, with Ali watching. It was a pretty decent match. Not bad. I'm happy that these guys actually got the win because, the guy got the win. Ricochet and Dana Brooke gets the win. I'm happy that Ricochet finally gets a win and he wasn't acting like a jobber. And he did not job out with the Retribution, so I'm happy for that. But he got something on my hand. I don't know what it was. I think it was a crumb or something. But ladies and gentlemen, after the match, Ali was yelling at both Reckoning and Slapjack because they lost. Then we had Kofi Kingston versus Shelton Benjamin. Pretty decent match. I enjoyed it. But the winner of that match was Kofi Kingston beating Shelton Benjamin. But Cedric Alexander says, no. If you're champions, if you're not cowards, you will fight me tonight. After this, fight me tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, Kofi accepted it. So we had a match between Cedric Alexander and Kofi Kingston. Pretty decent match. I enjoyed the match, but the winner of that match was Cedric Alexander beating Kofi and attacking Kofi's leg. Cedric Alexander gets the win. Do we get to have a tag team championship match? Maybe at TLC. We don't know. If you guys have Instagram or Twitter, keep looking because it might be happening. Then we had a 3-on-2 handicap, well technically 4-on-2, but almost did not really do anything. We had AJ Styles, The Miz, and John Morrison versus the best fans, Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there was a Miz TV before this match, and ladies and gentlemen, we had AJ Styles and Miz and Morrison making fun of Drew McIntyre and Sheamus, well, technically Morrison and Miz is doing that, making fun of their accents of being Irish and Scotland. And it wasn't really good. It wasn't really good. They were just doing like deep voices. Oh my goodness. And then all that came out, and Sheamus came out, and then they were doing the correct thingy bobber with the questions that he has no friends, and blah 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 blue blue blue. And Sheamus as a friend, and that was Drew McIntyre. He came out, and then Drew McIntyre and Sheamus had something to say, and then Mr. AJ Styles outside the ring says it's not going to be a 3-on-2, it's going to be 4-on-2, because Omos has his, Omos, I don't know his name. He has his arm on the shoulder of AJ Styles. It wasn't 4-on-2, it was 3-on-2. Don't worry, guys. But, so that happened, and John Morrison in the minute says, yeah, you're right. They look at AJ outside the ring, and they look again. Why is he outside the ring? And they got beat up. And then Drew McIntyre grabbed he threw everything outside the ring, the chairs, even the Money in the Bank briefcase. He threw it across to the ramp on top of the stage, and he brought the Titantron. How could you? He brought the Titantron, and that's it there. And now we got the handicap match. I enjoyed the match, but at the end, John Morrison was about to receive a bro kick, but he ducked, and then Sheamus accidentally hits Drew McIntyre with a bro kick. And AJ Styles gets a phenomenal forearm onto Sheamus and gets the 1-2-3, gets the win. At backstage, Sheamus knows that what's going to happen. Drew McIntyre is going to come in the backstage and beat him up. Well, try to beat him up. And then he came out, and then we went to commercial because they were staring down at each other. And then after commercial, we just see these guys brawling each other, throwing each other against the walls and just punching. And you see other wrestlers and the superstars of Monday Night Raw cheering for the brawl. Like, nobody's stopping this. Jamie Noble is. And then here comes Pat Buck in the middle of these guys, pushing away. Stop fighting. And then Sheamus says, this guy is serious? And then they start beating up Pat Buck and ripping his jacket, his shirts, and then they put Drew and Sheamus, put Pat Buck into the table, put him through the table, and then they stop fighting. They're friends again, and they're going to have some drinks. Drew McIntyre knows he has to pay for drinks, but now they're stopped fighting. Oh my goodness, what kind of people are you guys? Then we have Bobby Lashley versus Jeff Hardy. We have before the match, we have Riddle coming out. Well, going to Jeff Hardy. He wants to make a tag team. I think it would be a great idea. But he wants to make a tag team Hardy Bros. Not Hardy Boys, Hardy Bros. And then he has these bro nuts. It's like donuts, bro nuts. The things that he was talking to MVP about his ideas. And MVP didn't like it, so he got attacked by Bobby Lashley. So, mostly almost at the end or the middle of the match, Riddle came out to be in the corner of Jeff Hardy, was cheering for him, all that stuff. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Bobby Lashley with the Hurt Lock. And then he wouldn't let go, and Riddle was trying to help Jeff Hardy to get Bobby off of him. Here comes MVP grabbing the feet of Riddle, and then he kicks MVP into the barricade. And then Bobby Lashley just threw Jeff Hardy into Riddle into the corner. And then, ladies and gentlemen, Riddle was asking, are you okay to Jeff Hardy? And they were just staring down the Hurt Business. I would love to see that tag team between Jeff Hardy and Matt Riddle. Or Riddle. What I always forget. Riddle. It would be interesting. I don't know if the Hardy Bros name is good, but I would love to see that tag team come up. Speaking of tag teams, ladies and gentlemen, a guy was out for months. It wasn't because of injury. He was in a hiatus. And ladies and gentlemen, he finally made his return on the main event tapings. Jackson Ryker made his return by teaming up with Elias. But Elias was doing his music, and then R-Truth interrupted that. But Elias and Jackson Ryker are now a team, and Jackson Ryker is now on Raw. I guess the Forgotten Sons is no more because Wesley Blake and Steve Culture is working with King Corbin. Now Elias and Jackson Riker is working together as well. That's going to be interesting. But ladies and gentlemen, we have Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt. And ladies and gentlemen, it was nobody won. Nobody won the match because at the end, Randy Orton almost had to win. The light was going out. And then Randy did an RKO onto Bray Wyatt to get the win. He was about to pin it. The ref was about to hit the 1, but the lights went out. And then the red lights came on. We saw Randy on top of the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. He got scared, and then he got the man claw in his mouth. And Bray Wyatt was going crazy. He's making sure his arm, Randy's arm, can't grab his shirt. So he put his knees on his arm and still doing that man claw. You see Randy Orton tries to hit the chest, but he was running out of breath. My goodness. What's going to happen there? I'm hoping there's like a stipulation in that TLC match between the TLC pay-per-view between The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, and Randy Orton. I want to see a stipulation. Maybe a chairs match. Maybe they don't need it. Maybe they don't need it. We don't know. There's only 2 TLC matches. I'm hoping there's a ladder match, tables match, and a chairs match as well. Because it's tables, ladders, and chairs. You need all 3. I know you get all 3 in the TLC match, but it's not like Hell in a Cell. This is something that they actually could do. And they're going to be doing this in the new Thunderdome. If you guys can see the pictures of it. Because the new Thunderdome is debuting this Friday for SmackDown. Because, ladies and gentlemen, now they are done from the Amway Center. Now they're going to that baseball stadium. I forgot what it's called, but they're going to the baseball stadium. Raw was the last Amway Center show. Now they're coming to this baseball stadium. And I don't know if it's going to be looking different, but it's a bigger space that they could make it, maybe have some people in it, or maybe not. We don't know. Let's see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for me today. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow. For Impact Wrestling, we're going to hear from Kenny Omega. Wow, I'm actually going to say that on Impact Wrestling. We're going to hear from Kenny Omega and Don Callis, and we got some great matches that will be happening as well in Impact Wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for me today. Tyler is out. Tyler is out. Bye!